orange, yellow, and green. Because our trees are just brilliant right now. So how about if we do a doodle, a quick 10-minute doodle, honoring our trees. So let's just do some tree shapes. How's that sound? Leaves. They don't even have to really look like leaves. It's okay. Look at that. Maybe this is just to relax. There's no rules. There is no pressure. It's just for us to relax and do a little doodle. Let's start with that. All right, let's start with that. And how about we start with this beautiful red? How about we put it right in the middle? Right here. Start nice and easy. So this weekend, leaf peeping season is actually over in northern New England. But my husband and I, went to Mount Washington. And even though up that way the leaf season was over, there was still brilliant pockets of color. And the trip up there was amazing. The reds and the yellows and the oranges were just beautiful. They were vibrant. And there were people that were a little worried about our season, because we have kind of been in a drought. So we weren't sure what we were actually going to get for leaves, because earlier in the fall, my camera keeps jiggling. Sorry about that. I think I'm coloring too fast. Earlier in the fall, the leaves seemed to be turning brown and falling off because there was a lack of water. But I don't know what happened, but we seem to have gotten beautiful color. Okay, hold on a second. All right. I had to adjust my camera a little bit because it was resting against my table and it was really beginning to wiggle. And I don't want to make anybody seasick. So we adjusted that a little bit. Okay. So as I was saying, even though we kind of had a drought in New England this year, we still ended up with brilliant color, which was great. Our brilliant color brings in a lot of tourists into our area. In New Hampshire, I'm from New Hampshire, if I haven't said that, needs tourism. A lot of states in our country need tourism. Okay, how about yellow? There were so many yellows. I don't know if those are the birch trees or they're poplar trees, but the yellows were just was like the sunshine, just like pockets of sunshine all over the sides of the road and on the mountains. And the oaks, which are turn red, they make this deep red, like this red right there. Some of those were just starting to come into turning. There were still pockets of green. The more north we got, the less leaves there were. They were officially past peak, so the leaves had fallen. But just because they were past peak didn't mean that there weren't all kinds of brilliant pockets of leaves. I know we would come around a corner and all of a sudden it's like the side of the road just lights up with these brilliant oranges and yellows. It was pretty amazing. This is just a little fall doodle to help us unwind and relax before we either start our day or maybe we're ending our day, whatever stage we're in. Hopefully this helps you relax just a little bit. Yeah. Sometimes our lives can get pretty hectic. What should we do orange? How about this one? Do this one as an orange? Yeah, there we go. So, what is your favorite time of the year? Do you like fall when all the leaves are changing? Do you like spring when all the leaves are just coming onto the trees? And the flowers are just starting to pop up through the ground? Are you a summer person? Do you like the 90 degrees? Spending the day at the beach? Got to put a couple of greens in here because even when you have full color, once in a while you find a tree that's still green. Or it's really cool to see is when you have a tree that's like half green and half whatever color it is, orange, yellow, red. And you can see how it's almost like changing from the top down or from the side in. That's always really cool. They're like two-tone trees. I think we're going to do, let's see, we need another dark one. How about another dark one right here? There we go. Do you like winter? A lot of people like winter. They like to ski. They like to snowboard. I think they like the peacefulness of snowy afternoons. What do you like? I like fall. I like autumn because the colors on the trees. I love the way the leaves smell when they've fallen. All right, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to make these look a little bit more like leaves. If you want to keep adding to your leaf pile here, go ahead and keep coloring. I'm going to add some center stems to my leaves, just like that. So I think there's someone for every season. New Hampshire's a great place for all the seasons, I think. We have great beaches. We have beautiful trees and lots of mountains, which are just beautiful. This was the first time I've lived in New Hampshire for a very long time. But this is the first year that I actually went and rode the Cog Railway up to the top of Mount Washington. And the view was amazing. It was like one of the best viewing days there had been. No fog. It was completely clear. We could see all the way into Canada. It was beautiful. The sky was blue. Almost looked like not real because it was so vibrant, such a vibrant blue. It almost made you think it was AI, but it wasn't. I was there. It was actually it was real and it was beautiful. And it's amazing how far you can see over the mountains. There we go. I think our 10-minute doodle is just about done. I hope this helped you relax and unwind. And you can see that you don't have to be a great artist to do a doodle. The point is to help you relax, clear your mind for a minute, do something for you. because I feel like most of us, we do a whole lot of things for everybody else. Okay, how's that? All right. Hopefully you enjoyed this doodle, and I will see you in the next one. You have a great day.